Peace to you. I hope this finds you well. I Forgive me for the way I look. If I was going to shower and present myself better, but I've been consumed with the idea of getting this video out as soon as possible. I was scrolling on my For You page, and a fellow Mezzo, Mezzo, was hosting a panel discussion. And I hung in there for the longest time, trying to, virtually begging to be allowed up. And he was engaged in conversation with this, sound like a younger fellow. Anyway, the question that he posed is, Mezzo that is why should I believe? That's the question he posed. And what I wanted to share with him, well, actually, there are a couple things that I should make you aware of. First of all, his demeanor it's very relaxed, very respectful, to the point of allowing someone perhaps to go on longer than they were worthy of listening to. Anyway, he's relaxed. He presents himself well. The image that he gives is appealing enough. He's informative, and he's curious. He wants to know why he should believe. The long and the short of it is you should believe because it would be better for you. That's the short of it. But the reality of it, and what I really wanted to come up and discuss with him, is no one can prove God to you. No one can prove God to you. You either believe or you don't believe. People can suggest looking for God's guidance in the scriptures that have been, I'm talking Abrahamic religions, in the scriptures that have been given. From the books of Moses to the Quran, you can find the wisdom of God in there. It is not to say that we should take everything literally from these scriptures. That is not the way it works. Those of you who just heard me say you cannot prove God, consider for a moment. Consider the signs of the prophets. From Moses, yes, with Pharaoh, to Jesus, yes. Consider all of the signs of the prophets to prove the existence of God. There is no sign that's going to be given to us to prove the existence of God. You cannot prove the existence of God. You either believe in God or you do not believe in God. And if you believe in God, you should treat others well. Which brings me to the point that I was going to suggest to Mezzo. The idea of having a God teaches humanity to be humble. If everyone were to believe in a God and believe that everyone else also the same gift, the opportunity to believe in God, it equalizes us. So that's a reasoning, if you will, why God, or why we should believe in God. Losing my train of thought. There's so much I wanted to say to him as I was hanging on there for the longest time. Okay, I'll leave you with this, Mr. Mezzo, Brother Mezzo. And I really hope that you contact me and we could have a discussion, a serious discussion. I heard you within talking to this young fellow. I heard you referencing creation, in the stars, in the solar system, and things such as that, right? Okay. Consider, can you prove that the sun will come up tomorrow? And I'm not making a bad Annie joke. Or can you prove that the moon will rise? No. You can't prove it until you see it. That's sort of how it is with God. God is not the moon or the sun. Actually, may I leave you with this, Brother Mezzo? You seem somewhat versed from what I was listening to with the Bible. And you seem like a reasonably intelligent man. And you obviously know how to read. Might I suggest to you reading the Quran? It's a short book, but there's great wisdom in there. One of the things you mentioned in the creation was you mentioned water. Do you know that the Quran specifically mentions water, specifically says that we all came from water, we were created from water? Please, brother, take a look at that book. And hopefully we'll get to talk. May you all treat each other with respect. Peace.